They're charged each with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. They committed these crimes by being grossly negligent in the storage of that firearm or by breaching their duty as parents.
Should the parents of Oxford High School shooter Ethan Crumbley be released before their involuntary manslaughter trial? Given the shocking new evidence that emerged during Friday's hearing, you can imagine how the court answered that question. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I'm your host, legal analyst Adrienne Lawrence. James and Jennifer Crumbley cannot seem to pay their $500,000 bond. The Michigan couple, who brought their 15-year-old son a 9mm handgun that he used to kill 4 classmates in November, well, they're pleading with the court to reduce their bond so they can get an early release. Well, during Friday's bond hearing, the Oakland County prosecutor had a lot to say in terms of why the request should be denied, including providing ample evidence that they knew their son Ethan was in danger. Here's what the prosecutor said after searching Ethan's phone.
That phone extraction also revealed that he searched school shootings and firearms so often on his phone that he received spam advertisements regarding his mental well-being and firearms.
Prosecutors also argued that the Crumbleys were well aware that their son was not in the right mind.
The evidence will show that as far back as March of 2021, Ethan Crumbley would text his mother, Jennifer, on more than one occasion, and always when he was home alone, that he thought there was a demon, a ghost, or someone else inside the home.
Yet, according to prosecutors, it sometimes took the mother, Jennifer Crumbley, hours to even acknowledge her son's hallucinating text. Ethan also did not appear to hide his penchant for violence. The teen had videos on his phone of him torturing animals. And as you likely know, children torturing animals is kind of a telltale indicator of some kind of psychological disorder, often tied to murderous tendencies. Hey, Jeffrey Dahmer used to kill animals as a kid. In this case, Ethan Crumbley, well, he wasn't just torturing them.
Not only did he film those actions, but he kept a severed head from a bird that he had tortured and mutilated in a jar in his room for 6 months.
The prosecutor also produced evidence demonstrating that Ethan made Molotov cocktails at home and prominently displayed Nazi coins in his room. By the way, he was able to buy those coins on Amazon. Ethan also had a family-shared notebook, allegedly, of Nazi paraphernalia. Add to that, Ethan's closest friend moved away in October, just the month before the shooting. Yet, with all these things, his parents still took it upon themselves to buy their kid a 9mm handgun for Christmas, while ignoring his many calls for help. The alleged evidence against the Crumbleys seemed rather damning, per the prosecutor, who argued that the parents are indeed a flight risk. They had drained their son's bank account the day before the shooting. They also went ahead and sold their horses and their house. And as we know, they didn't really show up for their arraignment. So when we consider how the judge ruled, well, we can see with the lack of connections to the area, the judge agreed that the Crumbleys were indeed a flight risk and that there was good reason to hold them on bail of $500,000. And they're going to be held indefinitely, it seems, until their preliminary hearing on February 8th, which looks at whether there's sufficient evidence to support the charges. And if anything that the prosecutor said holds true, well, it seems that those involuntary manslaughter charges will probably stick and they will be moving forward to trial. But what do you think? Should the Crumbleys be held until trial? Should they actually face charges for buying their child the gun that he used to kill his classmates? Or is charging them with involuntary manslaughter maybe something that seems kind of extreme? You let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also hit the like and follow button, and thanks for watching.